Triple J is where you're at, and that is the Beths. Future Me Hates Me. Before it, you did also hear Tisha with Before, and up the top was Churches with that smash hit called Graffiti.
Yeah, you were Sally and Erica on Triple J, but we're joined by two very special co-presenters right now, Zan Rowe, Gemma Pike. Welcome to our humble studio.
Hi, guys.
Look at all these powerful ladies.
What have I on a Saturday, Arvo? It is a very exciting day because Double J is doing a big countdown, the top 50 Australian albums of the 90s. You guys are going to be taking over from 5, and we'll be doing a big I don't even know.
Simulcast. We were talking the other day about what an 80s word simulcast is. It's just such a daggy word. Simulcast. It basically means that our final part of the countdown, the top 5 albums, are going to be broadcast on Double J and Triple J.
Wow.
Which is a big celebration for us. We're taking over.
It does feel like a bit of a party here. There's some balloons that say Double J 90s over there. You know, you ladies are here. It's feeling good.
We've got the focaccias set up, the sun-dried tomatoes.
I baked some friands.
It's all 90s at Double J, and such a celebration. I mean, through September, Double J is doing the 90s, celebrating what Double J listeners told us was the greatest decade in music. And who are we to argue with that? And Australian music was so huge in the 90s, wasn't it, Gem? It was just on fire.
Very much so. There were so many genres having a moment in the sun. We had grunge, we had electronica, and they started to really sort of meld as well. We were starting to get fusions of these genres coming together.
Yeah, you think about like the crossover of Regurgitator being kind of going from rap rock to sort of rock and roll to then making electronic music. And
with
just
a bit of a disco vibe as well on some of the songs. Yeah.
Or the rule book was thrown out and listeners really loved it. And it also went hand in hand with when Triple J became a national station in the early 90s, and through the mid-90s it really travelled throughout Australia. So not only did a whole bunch of people, particularly in regional areas and beyond Sydney, where up until then it had been a Sydney-only station, get to hear all this music that possibly they hadn't been exposed to before, but the bands got audiences in those areas, and so they were able to tour nationally. And so you had, of course, the rise of the big day out, but also just so much live Australian music. And many of these bands not only cut their teeth as incredible live bands in the 90s, but still play today. A lot of these bands are still kicking it live.
Yeah, bands like Grinspoon, who were a big part of the Unearthed story from Lismore, you know, getting Triple J back in the day.
Absolutely.
And you know, being able to carve a huge career out of that in the 90s.
Such an incredible time, and obviously that is why we're celebrating it. I want to know about this list. What has already happened on this list?
Well, where are we up to right now? Should we fade up a little bit of what's happening on Double J and see where we are on the list?
Let's have a little sneak peek.
'Cause we don't ride anymore. Gotta make it up quickly. There's people asleep on the second floor. There's no
Aphrodisiac like loneliness.
Not disappointing.
Jay
Tim.
coming through.
Yeah.
This was number 1 in the countdown.
This song was number 1 in the countdown
97?
of 1997 from Eternal Nightcap, which means that we're up to number 17. We're getting to the business end of this countdown. Something for Kate's Beautiful Sharks just came in at number 18. I wrote about that on the Double J website. And there's been everyone from Kylie Minogue's Impossible Princess, Frenzal Rom, Tism, of course, Machiavelli in the Four Seasons, which was an amazing record, Tumbleweed, even In Excess making it there. You can actually have a read. There's an incredible write-up right now at doublej.net.au. We have published the list because we wanted to share this with you and ask you what your favourite Australian album of the 90s was as well. So if you want to have a sneak peek, you can have a look at the full list and some of the things that Double J broadcasters, including Gemini, have written about it. If you want the surprise to stay, you can listen right now on Double J, and of course we'll be simulcast on Triple J after 5 o'clock.
And it's easier than ever to find Double J at the moment. If you've got the new Triple J app, it's right there alongside Triple J Unearthed. So you can find it on the Triple J app, on your digital radio, online, on your telly. Plenty of ways.
And from 5 p.m, a very rare, the beams will be crossing, a la Ghostbusters. Triple J and Double J will be coming together, and you two will be on the Triple J frequencies as well.
Like a
5
Captain
PM.
Planet vibe.
Yeah.
We're going to bring all of our powers together, and then it will be Captain Planet.
Oh, Gemma, Zan, I cannot wait. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ellie and Erica.
Triple J, this is Post Malone.
Might be going psycho, lil' mama bad like Michael. Can't really trust nobody with all this jewelry on you. My roof look like